Hello, my beautiful angels, starseeds, and dreamers. Welcome back. My name is Violeta. This is a timeless channel message for you. Yes, you. If it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, leave it. All signs welcome. And this is karma. So, you'll have to excuse my voice and my appearance. I am a little bit sick still. So, listen, today's message was delivered to me in visions. So I'm going to share with you the first vision. You're moving into the dark. You're moving forward blindly into the dark, and then you see a light, and you follow the light. But then you get confused because you see another light, and then you follow the other light, and you constantly follow lights that you see, like fireflies, flying and leading you onto a path. But the problem with this is that there's different paths and there's different lights. And you're so overwhelmed and so confused and so lost that you take a deep breath, ground yourself, and you finally say, no, I'm not going to follow the light. I'm going to create the light. And that's what you do. You create the light you're going to follow. So you say, I'm going to pick this direction. I'm going to create the light. I'm going to follow the light. I'm going to be the light, right? That you follow. You're going to follow yourself, basically. And it's very difficult because we all need direction. We all need a clue, that we're going the right way, but there's no such thing as a right way. There's just only your way. That's the message. It's very difficult, but you can do it. I know you can, and you're probably doing it currently. You're currently being confused and struggling to pick a, direction, and just deciding, okay, I'm just going to go with my gut. I'm just going to go with my intuition. I'm just going to go. I'm just going to go. Whatever the direction is. The other vision was of a bird, as always. A bird jumps off a cliff. No, it's not a bird. Sorry. My brain. Excuse me, please. My brain is struggling still because I've had, temperature and sore throat and sickness, and I'm still kind of looking ghostly, to be honest. But I just really wanted to share these messages because, they're piling up and there's more messages, and I want to connect with you in real time. So let's see. The second message is not a bird, it's you. It's you jumping from a cliff. You don't know where it leads. You don't know where the bottom is. And you're developing your wings, forming your wings, trying to fly as you fall. And this is a very important message because Spirit says this is the process through which you need to learn to fly. Not forming your wings and forming your wings and forming your wings and then being sure that you're not going to splat somewhere, then jumping. When you see the bottom. No, you're not going to see the bottom. I'm sorry. You're not going to see the bottom. You're not going to be sure that your wings are developed. Sorry. You just have to trust and surrender. That kind of blind faith is shocking, but it's required. It's requested from the divine. That you trust yourself that much, that you trust your intuition that much, that you trust spirit that much. And if you're lacking on that trust, and believe me, I'm with you, sometimes I doubt things too, then it's going to be a very difficult and long fall. But as long as you keep learning, evolving, transforming, trusting, surrendering, as long as you're following the process, doesn't matter if it's long or hard or whatever, as long as you follow the process, as long as you don't stop, as long as you keep moving, which is what you always do anyway, the wings are going to form. And just when you're very close to splatting on the ground, you're going to fly off. And that takes immense courage, immense trust, immense faith, which is requested of you at this time. I know it's hard to hear. And it's hard to do, but this is what's happening at the moment. The other thing that I wrote down was when no one's watching. Sorry, Spirit just wants me to add something to the previous vision. It's by the power of you falling, the pressure of you falling, that your wings are forming faster. That is why it's so intense, the process right now, because you have the pressure of falling. Without the fall, it wouldn't be, the process wouldn't be so fast. So at the moment, you're developing wings very fast because you're falling fast. Does that make sense? So without the fall, it wouldn't be a very fast process. You would probably procrastinate, as you might have been doing. You know, it's gotta be honest here. Spirit knows us as mere mortals. Okay. Then the next one, when no one's watching. I took that to mean, I feel that it means that you do a lot of things when no one's watching. You know what I mean. You do a lot of things when no one's watching. Your character is tested when nobody's watching. Sometimes when people are watching, but mostly when no one's watching. When no one's helping, when no one's supporting, when no one's providing you safety. You do a lot of work when nobody even sees. And the thing is, what do you choose when nobody watches? What do you choose when nobody sees? You don't look for validation, not really, but we all need it sometimes, right? I think sometimes you just want to prove to yourself, prove to other people that you can do it, that you can do this, and you can. But what do you do when no one's watching? You choose the easy road, the hard road, the intuition, the logic. What do you choose to follow? Who do you choose to follow, yourself or other people? What do you do when all hope is lost? I'm not talking about literally no hope is left, but just what do you do when you're against the wall and there's no more, and you're like, this is it, this is the end. How do you act? What do you do when faced with the final wall? Which of course is not the final wall, but you know what I mean. What do you do? Do you keep pushing, going, trying? Or do you give up? You try to find another way? Do you fall into despair? Do you fall back on bad habits? No, I know you don't. You don't do those things. You keep trying, you keep pushing, and you exhaust yourself. Look at my face. I'm so pale and sick. What do you do when there's no more going? You keep going. There's no choice. You've already committed. You're all in. I'm hearing you are all in. And it's scary because it means you've jumped off the cliff already. Do you realize that, my friend? That you have jumped off a cliff? Do you realize that there's no more going back on the cliff? There's just falling. And while you fall, you try to figure it out. You try to land safely. You're hoping for the best. You believe that you will do your best, and you believe everything's going to be fine. You do believe that because you believe in yourself and you believe in spirit. But you're tired. I hear you. I see you. You're very tired. And nobody sees what you do. Nobody's watching. But in a way, then it's even more important to prove to yourself that you can do this, that you're all in those quiet moments when you're alone and nobody's watching and nobody knows what you're doing. It's really hard. I know you're tired of hearing this, but you're doing an amazing job. Spirit doesn't expect you to do more than you can do. And in a way, you're pushing even harder than that, which is why you get tired. Spirit wishes you would slow down, you would surrender, you would trust, you would relax. But the more you fall, the more you panic. And that's normal. That's self-preservation. That's normal. You're just doing the normal thing. And you're trying really, really hard to surrender, which is now requested. And your logical brain is like, I can't just relax. Can you imagine you're falling through the sky, and instead of, oh my God, I have to land, oh my God, I have to land, oh my God, I have to try to fly or whatever, you just relax. That is the hardest thing to do ever, because your body is on high alert. It needs to land safely, it needs to fly, it needs to do something, but you tell it to relax and surrender and trust. That is the hardest thing you'll ever have to do. Release that control. It's the hardest thing. When you're falling, I mean. And I see you and I feel you, but it's temporary. You know this. You know you're gonna land pretty soon, any day now. So it's not like this moment in time is going to last forever. But you're tired, you might be even sick, you might be stressed, you might be fighting, like your mind is fighting to relax, which is ridiculous in itself because you can't fight and relax at the same time, right? You're really trying. You're trying your best, and Spirit sees that and appreciates that. And don't think that it's not enough or it's not good enough. You are good enough. You're more than good enough. You're doing amazing. I want you to remember in those hard, tiring days that you're doing the best you can do, and that's enough. That's more than enough. Please know that. Just keep going. Just keep going with this process because it leads somewhere good. And you know that. It's just difficult. Thank you for watching the video. Let me know if it resonates. Like, subscribe, all those things, and I'll see you. I love you.